What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting adventure over here at Taking a Risk with George and the family. I'm taking a much needed break from doing RV upgrades to take the family and you all on an adventure. So smash that thumbs up button and let's get to it. All right, so we just made it to our destination. I almost missed it. It's literally right off the side of the road right here. This road's pretty fast too, and there's no traffic, so almost no reason to go slow. But I was going slow, and the honey noticed that here we are. Oris Falls. I'm so excited. Only a 0.9 mile hike, and check this parking lot out. It's huge. Plenty of room for everybody. There's a map over here. We're going to check it out. All dogs must be kept on a leash. Honey, bring my leash. But this is where we are. Section of trail on private land, so you got to be careful there. Oris Falls is a conservation area. And there's a River Gorge Trail, Balancing Rock, Big Bump Trail, Oris Falls, Patty's Way, Checkerberry, and this looks awesome. I can't wait to explore this entire area. All right, we're getting into this, and you can see Honey's setting up some cute shots. This is a really relatively easy trail. Love the little rocks right here. Check out her cute new outfit. She loves it. It's a skirt that has shorts or something underneath it, so if you have to use the bathroom, you just pull your... Wow, that is a big rock, big girl. Goodness gracious, don't break your toes. What are you gonna do with it? Are you relocating rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're a boulder mover?
Yeah.
I love it.
I found it right here.
That's a nice boulder. I like that boulder.
I found it.
You found it?
Yeah, by myself.
So it's yours?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's how it works.
This is your rock.
We got to be careful. This area is a conservation area, which means you got to conserve things. You can't just take them and do whatever you want with them. But anyways, I was checking up on the wildlife here in Maine, and there's nothing really dangerous, unless you consider like black bears and foxes and coyotes dangerous. But there's no poisonous spiders, there's no snakes, but there is a caterpillar that you do need to look out for because it's little hairs, just like the southern tussock that we saw in Tennessee and the Carolinas. You do got to watch out for this little caterpillar. It's like one of the worst caterpillars to run into here in Maine. Its little hairs can cause irritation, and it can also cause breathing issues because their little hairs go out and float around. You can suck them in, so I don't recommend doing that. So that's the only thing we really need to look out for. We don't have any food with us, so we shouldn't have to worry about bears. Plus, black bears are not really known to be in this area. They are more north in Maine, and we do have to keep an eye out for meese. Pretty sure that's the plural of moose. Mooses, they have been spotted here as well. But the biggest threat out of a moose, which they can be kind of territorial and aggressive, but you're more than likely going to hit one with your car, and they are massive, so you're going to destroy your car if you ever hit one. So just be on the lookout for the mooses, right?
Yeah.
Yes, if there's a moose on the loose, we got to move our caboose, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
My butterfly.
You didn't just find a stick, girl, you found an entire tree. Thing is humongous.
That is taller than
And this trail is beautiful. We're going to try and stay to the middle because here they do have ticks. And that is one of the biggest concerns that we're going to have to look out for. And we're going to have to tick the time to check each other once we're done with this beautiful trail and make sure that none of us is carrying around some extra parasitic passengers, because we don't want that, right?
No.
You know what ticks can give you?
What?
Lemon and lime disease. Do you want it? I know it sounds spritey delicious, but it's not. Lemon and Lyme disease will cause you so much problems in the future. You definitely don't want it. You're speechless, right? Because right now you're thinking to yourself, lemon and lime, that sounds delicious, but is your dad being silly?
No.
And I'm not. It's just called Lyme disease, and it's not even spelled L-I-M-E. Do you know how it's spelled?
O-I-M.
Nope. That's limb. You might lose your limb. It's L-Y-M-E, yes, and it'll cause you a world of hurt, and it'll never go away, and you can't get rid of it, and it stinks, and people who have it hate it, so don't get it. Understood?
Felt like something jumped on my head. Can you check my hair? It felt like a tick jumped on my head.
You won't feel it. Ticks are tiny. They're like little ants. They actually look like little tiny spiders, but they only have 6 legs. But we're going to take the time, or tick the time later on to check each other. Absolutely beautiful day today. So crisp, so cool. No humidity, and check it out. I just found something absolutely amazing. This prehistoric fern forest. Furnace? Furnace, I like that word. That is my new word for a fern forest. A furnace. Love it. Ferns everywhere. And this trail is majestic. You can quietly hear birds in the distance. And they have porcupines here. Oh my goodness, I saw my first porcupine the other day and I was so excited. Only problem was it was dead on the side of the road. Really aggravating that I keep seeing all the cool wildlife by finding it as roadkill. But it was still neat to see. Wow, there's like piles of logs over there. Wonder what somebody was doing over there. There's like tons of piles of logs. This might be the private trail that they were showing on the map that we definitely have to look out for. But oh my goodness, look at the size of this tree. Wow! Do I like that? That is beautiful. Have you found anything cool, Jax?
No. No, but that's just cool stick.
That is a very cool stick. You can put 2 marshmallows on that.
If we clean it.
Yeah, of course we have to clean it. And you don't want it to burn. How far do you think we've gone so far?
About
We had 0.9 miles to go from that entrance. How far do you think we've gotten?
0.1.
Yeah, probably. Sounds about right. We've done a lot of backtracking.
Maybe 0.2.
But this is a very smooth, easy trail. And this is definitely a day to do it on. Which we've been having great weather here, which I'm really surprised about because I figured being closer to the ocean, we'd have a lot more storms, a lot more rain at night, but it only rained for like a couple of days while we were here, and we extended our stay, which is wonderful. We've been trying so hard to continually extend our stay, and now our friends are next to us again. Gosh, I love this place. Maine is definitely one of my favorite places, and I knew that before we came here. Ever since I was little, I knew Maine would be someplace I wanted to check out, and here we are. There's no trespassing right there, so that is the private trail that we definitely cannot go on because there's no way to get through this. This is a force field barrier. There's no easy way through it. If you try to walk through it, you'll turn into dust. I've seen it happen, trust me. Oh, there's one on this side as well. So yeah, we definitely got to stay in the middle. That's kind of weird that this conservation area splits this person's property. I'm going to assume this was all their property at one point until the government stepped in and did some dealings to try and conserve this area, which is great. We love conservation. We love keeping areas like this clean and pristine and great for everybody to enjoy for generations to come. Check this out. That is one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. It is a tree growing out of a stump. A new sapling growing out of this ancient looking stump. Do you guys see this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you found one of those little pods. Very cool.
What are those though?
That is nature's Whoppers. Not like the burger. Those are those candies. Try chewing on it. Don't actually put it in your mouth. Man, you kids are so gullible. But I love it. My wonderful little kiddos. That is so cool that tree is growing. Do you guys like that or what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guys, what do you have to add? We're almost there. The trail goes that way. Yeah. This is a beautiful area. Let's go. You popped it open? What was inside nature's Whopper? Nothing?
Milk chocolate.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be some type of seed. Some type of seed delivery system.
Maybe it's a rotten fruit.
Ah. I think we're all just a little bit of a rotten fruit. Wow, there's a massive tree right there as well. That thing is humongous.
Because most trees use fruit to transplant their seeds.
That's right. Yeah, that one's really cool. He's got a little growth coming off of him. Baron's laughing inappropriate at the little growth growing off the big tree. There he goes. That kid is rotten to the core. Always making dirty jokes. Strange. So cute. We are so close. I see a sign that says Oris Falls up ahead. We'll get close to it and you guys will see. I can hear it. Do you guys hear it? Coming through. Hey, make sure you don't go the wrong way. Check it out. We've got to go this way to Oris Falls, but you might think it's telling you to go that way, but that's not which way the arrow's pointing. Which way do we have to go, guys?
That way.
No, see, everybody's pointing that way. You guys are wrong. Which way is that arrow pointing?
Up.
Yes, up. All right, do you guys see the waterfall up there?
Okay, everyone start climbing the tree.
That's right. All right, while you guys do that, I'm going to keep walking this path and see what I can find. All right, they do have turkeys here, and I swear I just heard one. That everybody being quiet, except for Baron, he's uncontrollable. But I swear we heard a turkey. It would be so great to see a flock of turkeys. I think that's what they're called. They might be called a Thanksgiving. A bunch of turkeys next to each other. The only complaint I have about this is the bugs. There's tiny little bugs. They're not mosquitoes. There are some mosquitoes, but it's those tiny little bugs that want to fly in your eye as you're walking around. They just continuously, they like hover real quick right in front of you so you get a quick glimpse of them and then they go right in your eyeball. So That's probably my biggest complaint right now. We do have to be careful. I believe I did read that it is some type of hunting season right now. Oh wow, that is a beautiful sculpture up there. How awesome. But we're getting real close. Bugs are getting worse. How weird. It's such a cool day. I wouldn't expect to have so many bugs. But we're the only living things out here as far as I can tell, besides for all the trees and stuff. But you know, animal-wise, haven't seen even a squirrel. No hamster kittens, aka chipmunks. Haven't even heard any other birds, which is usually a bad sign. Isn't that right, Jax? When you don't hear any birds, it's a bad sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does it normally mean? It's gonna be like an earthquake or something, right?
Yeah.
Let's go knock on wood so that doesn't happen. Thank goodness there's enough around. Make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled. There's no spiders, no venomous spiders up here, no poisonous snakes or venomous snakes. So we won't have to worry about that stuff, but the mosquitoes are still pretty bad. What a beautiful area. What'd you find?
There's a sign.
Yes, a sign. And I thought I heard the waterfalls, but that may have just been the breeze in the trees making all that whooshing noise. Because now it is so quiet, like shh. So quiet. Stopped at the wrong time. As soon as I stopped and I looked left, the bug went right in my eyeball. This is literally how I'm walking right now. It'd be cool to have like those little neck fans that blow up. Just like at some of the stores that you go into, they have the fans as soon as you walk in that blow really hard. That keeps the bugs out. I don't know if anybody didn't know that, but that's what those are for. It's not just to cool you on your way in, it's to keep bugs from coming in as well. This is too beautiful.
Welcome to our fall.
Wait, is this the beginning? So that trail that we just took had nothing to do with it? Yeah, we got a choice to make. Do you guys want to go up or down?
Down. Down.
But if we're going to a waterfall, we probably should go up.
Oh yeah. I'm going to jump down the hill.
But the cool thing is, probably you can go up to see the top of the waterfall and then go down to see the bottom of the waterfall. Yep, somebody's leaving trash. Unfortunately, they're not doing great to conservation this area, but I haven't seen any garbages, so we're just going to leave it where it's at, and hopefully a ranger will come through and take care of that. All right, I highly recommend that if you do come out here, bring bug spray. Holy moly, these mosquitoes and flies are tearing us up. We actually lost 3 members of our group to the bugs. They just took them away, gone. Probably never going to see them again. No, they just went back to the car, which was great. We're going to press on, and of course they'll watch the video later and enjoy the waterfall like that. If we ever make it there, I don't know, we've been walking for like 10 minutes from that sign that we just saw, and I still don't hear it. I'm hoping we went the right way. It showed the arrow going this way, so I'm hoping this is the right way, and it's getting a lot thicker, a lot more chances for ticks, so we definitely do want to be extra careful. Definitely going to have to do a check when we get back. The honey literally was getting so bitten up. She had marks all over her from the mosquitoes. And of course, we didn't think to bring our bug spray, because we really didn't assume. Where we are now, there hasn't been too many bugs, so it's weird that we're literally like 30 minutes up the road, and this is bug central. Maybe I wonder if all the other campers that are next to us spraying their own bug spray has done wonders to keep them away from us as well, which would be great. Oh, that looks like poison ivy. Be careful, kids. Watch where you walk. We don't want to end up with itchy ankles, itchy necks, itchy ears, and definitely no diseases. All right. Pretty sure that's just the wind that I hear in the distance. But is this it? Trail is closed. Oh, this is a memorial. Jax, let's check out this memorial, buddy.
Okay.
We're probably not going to really be able to read it, but it actually doesn't look too bad.
It looks like ancient numbers and letters.
This is somebody's gravestone, I'm going to assume. Let's see, can you read it? Does that say Daniel? That's right.
Pasterfield.
Pasterfield, pretty good. 1821 to
90.
Is that a 9?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, I think there's, his wife is here too. Margaret, his wife.
Meroy, Meat Boy, his wife.
And
Meat.
something. What a beautiful thing to see. Look, there's another sign right there that says Daniel. So it is confirmed that this is Daniel's. Oh, look, there's other little headstones as well in the ground. Can't read that far one though. Oh, there's a third one all the way back there as well. Very interesting. I don't know who this is named or anything after, but I'm going to assume this guy had some great presence here. But we should probably press on and get to this waterfall and maybe even take a dunk in it. We were planning on going a lot farther today in our journey and on our adventure. We were going to drive like an hour and a half, but our friends pulled in right before we left, and it was like 2 o'clock before we even got out of the RV, and it was going to take us an hour and a half to get there, which means if we explored for an hour or 2 or 3, which we tend to do, and then drove back, it would be dinner time by the time we got back, and we won't spend too much time with our friends, which they're going to be here a while, so we're definitely have a lot of time to spend with them. But we'll do that sometime earlier once we get up and get out a lot earlier. So that'll be a good idea to do another day, because we do want to, you know, welcome them in, show them around, and hang out and do cool stuff. All right, let's see. We got Foundation, Big Bump that way, and Oris Falls this way. And we also do have another map right there, which we're going to check out. This is beautiful. And surprisingly enough, probably should have some wood nearby before I say this. The bugs have chilled out just a little bit. All right, let's see. The Littlefield Homestead.
Hey, it looks like there's a trail back there.
I just got bugs in both of my eyes at the same time. How wild. Oh, wow. 1784. I love this part of the country. It is absolutely awesome how historic everything is. Like, I'm talking not like 100 years, not 200 years, nearly 300 years, somewhere between 200 and 300 years. We've got history over here because this is one of the original areas of, you know, when the Pilgrims came over, this was one of the first areas they settled and stuff like that. So this is absolutely awesome. We got a cool little bridge over here that we got to cross, and it leads to this very stagnant lake, which I'm sure all the bugs are coming from. Oh, that's not even the way we're going. Look, there's a side trail. Oris Trail's this way. We got River George Trail going this way as well. Yes, it does say George. Trust me on it. All right, we found some water. It still looks a little stagnant. I'm pretty sure it's got mosquito larvae all up in it. But I think if we keep going around this trail, which this trail is a lot more moderate, I wouldn't say intense, but it's not beginners anymore. There's roots and rocks, and it is mostly uphill. It's windy, very narrow, lots of drop-offs, exactly. Very steep on that side for sure. So be wary if you come out to Oris Falls. That is fun and as beautiful as everything is, which you can go play down there. You got to be extra careful that you don't step off the edge. I think I hear the waterfall. There's a bench right here. Did you want to say something?
There's probably not a waterfall here.
There's probably not a waterfall here. Yeah, they really hit it. They really put it way back in this place. That 0.9 miles turned into like 2.7 miles or something like that. That is beautiful. This is the Eagle Scout Service Project, Brian Couture.
2017.
Troop 338, South Bernick. All right, let's keep moving. Berwick. Wow, that is beautiful, though. I'd love to jump down there and play in that creek, but we're not doing that right now. And my eyeballs must look like swimming pools to these bugs because they just keep on diving in without a care in the world. Me three. Good thing I've got these quick reflexes. You think with all these camel, you know, eye hairs, I'd be well protected against all these bugs, but even my eyelashes can't. My long, lustrous eyelashes are having a hard time keeping these little bugs out. There we go. We found another sign. Conservation area. Please stay on authorized trail. And check out that weird looking tree here. And Jackson found something else. What'd you find, buddy?
Sasquatch toilet.
Yes! We haven't seen one of these in a long time, and that is one of the things when I was looking up wildlife in this area. At the very bottom, there was a disclaimer that you may or may not run into a Sasquatch or a baby squash. So, there you go. There's evidence that they are here. That is a perfect place to just pucker up and drop one loose. But, as we're walking, I am remembering something that I said earlier. We haven't had much storms here. Wow, that is cool. And it has been pretty dry, rather hot. So I'm wondering, never mind, I can actually see it from here. How beautiful. But I was about to say maybe there is no waterfall at this time of year because it's all dried out. That does happen with stuff. Oh my goodness, I think that is a waterfall. I'm not 100% sure. But we're gonna get closer and give you guys a look too. All right, so the weirdest thing, I feel like the trail that we're on now has circled us back around. Like, I'm not very good with directions. I do have a compass on my watch, but I haven't been looking at it. I thought what I saw was that way, but probably wrong. Oh, what I just rode up against. Anyways, the way that we're going, I'm pretty sure is back the way we just came. We just kind of like did like a big loop and are now heading back. And this may be, oh my gosh, what on earth, Jackson? Who was taking a dump on a log like that? That has to be Sasquatch. Yeah. And some of the coolest things over here is that Maine is known for their corn, because you know the corn and clam chowder. But there you go, that is chunky dookie right there. We're gonna press on. If this isn't taking a risk, if we don't find some type of pile of shit. Anyways, back to this trail that I was talking about. I swear it feels like we're going back towards where we parked. And I'm wondering, you know how we went up to that one part? I'm wondering if this is gonna circle us back around to the lower part, which means, where's the waterfall? We kept following all the proper signs that were pointing towards the waterfall. Oh look, it looks like water comes through here at some certain time of the year, and this is a little bridge that you've got to take, which is weird because I don't see this area ever getting flooded, but you never know. I'm not from around here, and look, this as well. It's like this area gets swampy, which explains why, wow, this tree has been absolutely annihilated by termites or ants or some other wood-eating creatures. How wild. And I don't think there's beavers in this area. I wouldn't mind seeing a beaver right now. I do love a good beaver. They're so adorable. We watched some on video the other day and they were chewing trees, and it's so cute because when they get close to finishing, they stop every couple of nibbles to listen for sounds of the tree giving way. And it's so adorable watching. Yeah, that was a beautiful flutterby. How cool. I love these trees. This is it's like such an ancient looking area to me. The ferns, the little tiny coniferouses, the tiny pine trees. I love it. Only thing I can complain about is the bugs. And where the heck is this waterfall? Look at that, a mystical archway right there. You guys want to trespass through it? What if it transports us to Narnia or something? You guys don't even know what Narnia is. Failing as a father. I would be able to see clearly if these dang bugs would get out of my eyes. But I don't know where. Wow, that is a beautiful moss covered tree. I love that moss. My dad does not like moss though, he hates it. Hates moss. I don't know why. What did moss ever do to anybody? Such a gorgeous area. And the trail did get really hard. I would say the part that we just went through right before that Sasquatch poop, which, why didn't they use the toilet? We saw their toilet. Why didn't they use their toilet? How strange. Look at these beautiful logs. Take those and burn those up. But
maybe it was too big for Sasquatch. Maybe it was too little for Sasquatch.
yeah, and sometimes when you gotta go, you just gotta go. You don't have time to make it to the bathroom. You just gotta drop trousers and plop, right? Yeah, every once in a while that has to happen. All right, I'm really concerned with this trail. So I don't want to get us lost. Honey has the keys to the car, or I'm glad she does. Glad I don't, because if we got lost, she wouldn't be able to get into the car, and that would be bad. But hopefully she's enjoying her air conditioning. And I am honestly hoping that this trail swings us back out of here, because if we're not going to find this waterfall anytime soon, I am ready to go. As beautiful as this area is, these bugs are becoming too much, and holy moly, this tree. That is a mythical Jackson, look at that. That's got to be a doorbell, right? What do you think? Press it? What movie did we watch last night?
The Princess Bride.
Yeah, remember? And there was a secret entrance into a underground torture dungeon. Nobody's home? Thank goodness. I'm not trying to lose my life to the machine. Several years of my life. I'd be the perfect candidate for that. I don't want to end up on their block. What's your favorite part of that movie? I know there's so many, it's hard to... The fire swamp? Oh, very good. I like it when Inigo and Fezzik are rhyming. And look, I was right. What waterfall? We just made it back. That was the bottom of the bottom one that we didn't take. We took the up and this brought us to the bottom. We did not see a waterfall. How irritating. Even that thing that I thought I saw in the distance wasn't a waterfall. It was just an illusion because it's what I really wanted to see. So my mind and these bugs were playing tricks on me, and there was no waterfall, so we're gonna start heading out. But yes, my favorite part is when Inigo and Fezzik, which is Andre the Giant, are doing the rhyming.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut? And then when he also says, everybody move! That's another one of my favorite parts. Do you know that movie is quoted so often in real life? Like, one of my other favorite lines is when Inigo and the Man in Black are talking, and he says, you seem a decent fellow. I hate to kill you. And what does the Man in Black respond with?
You seem a decent fellow. I hate to die.
Exactly. And that's when I think they became best friends. Wouldn't you agree? That whole conversation of him climbing the rocks and then ending up in that fight. And they really learned to respect each other. It's pretty cool, huh? That's how great friendships are made. What about you? What was your favorite part of that movie?
Yes.
You and your little acorns. Do you like Princess Buttercup?
Yeah.
Is she pretty? Yeah. My favorite is Fezzik for sure. Andre the Giant, heck yeah. Greatest wrestler ever in my opinion.
On a piece, I hated the fight.
You hated the fight?
The Man in Black was probably my favorite quote.
Yeah. My least favorite part was Humperdinck. More like Humperstink, right? Yeah, forget that guy. What a jerk. But if you didn't know, there's actually a part, it's like fan fiction, that happened during the production of that movie, which I believe it was 1987 was when that movie was released. Andre the Giant once let out a 16-second fart that brought production to a halt. And it was so gnarly that people on the set couldn't breathe. And I remember the director, from a quote, asked Andre if he felt good, and he said, I do now, boss. And production then continued, which is pretty cool. And there's another little piece of history from that movie that it was cold one of the nights that they were filming, and the actress that played Buttercup was so cold that Andre the Giant actually took his hand and put it over her head. His hands were so huge, he could literally cover your entire face with one of his paws, and he warmed her up like that in between scenes. So just cool little stuff like that to know about that movie. Such a great movie. The kids love it. I love it. Such a great family movie as well. All right, so we are back on the trail to the car, and it's crazy that we didn't see a waterfall. It's honestly inconceivable, and something just went in my eye, which is also inconceivable. But we're gonna get out of here. We're probably gonna go to the pool, hang out with our friends, do something cool, do something fun, get something to eat, beat the heat, get rid of these bugs. Good Lord, did you guys have at least a good time?
Yeah.
I did too. We love doing trails. Only complaint is the bugs. Seriously, this could have been a whole different trip. Like, I would have definitely stayed and explored a lot more, but since we're already on the way back, we didn't see the waterfall, which is very weird. But I didn't even see a spot for it. Maybe over that ledge that we were looking at, that we were talking about falling. And that could have been the River Gorge where Buttercup pushed the Man in Black, not knowing that that was her sweet Wesley, right? That could have been the same hill. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. As you wish. Remember? Yeah.
What state was that movie filmed in?
That was probably filmed in England somewhere. Because it takes place in the mythical land of Florin, which sounds like Florence, which I believe is in Italy.
It sounds like Florida.
It could have been in Florida. That would explain the fire swamps. I'm pretty sure the fire swamps exist in Florida. But if you enjoyed the video and coming on this trail with us, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. If you're new here, thanks for watching this far. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of this amazing adventure type content. Don't forget to turn that little bell notification to all. That way you're notified the next time we go on another adventure and I upload a video. We love you all so very much. Thank you for watching. And remember, life is so much more fun when you're taking a risk.